We're here today to announce the in-person launch of our national suicide prevention programme held jointly with the Samaritans. We're in Cardiff with tenants and housing professionals alike. We'll be having important discussions and talking about our new programme which will be launched soon, and Neil will tell you more.
Hi, I'm Neil from Samaritans. We're delighted to be working with TPAS Cymru and the Welsh housing sector because we're going to start to try and prevent suicides in Wales. There's some increased risk of suicide amongst some of the communities that the housing sector supports, and also amongst the housing workforce, in particular the trades workforce.
Suicide is a really important issue for us at Cardiff Community Housing Association and across the housing sector. We've had lots of conversations about this with lots of housing association partners. We find that staff really struggle to have conversations with tenants about suicide and suicidal ideation. It's a real challenge for them to know what to say and to have the confidence to give the right information. It's also difficult for housing because sometimes we find it difficult to access the appropriate support for tenants from our health partners because we're all overloaded with work. Our staff themselves may have issues with suicide and may have come into contact with family members, friends who have been affected by suicide, so we need to be sensitive and make sure we're supporting our staff as well as our tenants.
I think it's really important that TPAS are holding these events to raise awareness. I think from my experience of working within housing, there's definitely a need to improve the skill set of colleagues. We encounter calls, front-facing staff, those out in the communities are approached where people are in crisis or in need.
As we mentioned in the training, that suicide is a very taboo subject and it's avoided, especially with the background that I work with. I work with a lot of ethnic minority backgrounds, and most of these conversations, it's kind of neglected. So today's session just helped with trying to figure out how we go about opening them up to talk about these touchy subjects.
Samaritans, we know suicide is preventable if we learn the skills we need to spot risks, support each other and take practical action to make sure people get the support they need when they need it. So it all starts here, but there's an exciting programme over the coming months ahead of training, awareness building and engagement for tenants and housing sector professionals.